Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. The ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Shaquille Griffin.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Cincinnati.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around twice for the arm.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 13 yards out, and the Jaguars have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
1st down.
12 yards there as they move the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And he's going to go down again. K'Lavon Chaisson. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Bengals' 24-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Bengals first down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Bengals.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
4-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Pass complete to number 81.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Jacksonville, first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll give it to Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
Is good.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is is now 14-10.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 84. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Bengals 10. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate.
But it's going to be second down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun to give to Nixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
When I was in school, Mac was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the ground, it's Chubb. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone. And
it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
84. Touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Bengals 22. Jaguars.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A gain of 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off near the 44.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
57, Mike, 57. Switch up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down right around
around the 16. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They run. Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
30-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
32.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going. And we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance of getting the ball back.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
27-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
As he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.